Oh my bad husband! We are in the building. What is going on? It is backstage business. The eve before Saturday night's main event. And if you're watching AEW's on right now, but we doing big things here. Backstage business on the Executives View Network, brought to you by the good folks at ProMe. ProMe, go get your bedding needs, whether it be bed sheets, cases, anything you need for the bed. Silk sheets, if you need that, like if you're like the nature boy, you want to have silk sheets. You can use our promo code Executives View, Executives 2026. Get 15% off your complete order. So thank you for the good folks at ProMe for sponsoring this show. I am the villain himself. I don't do this by myself. I got a slew of people with me doing this show, starting with the queen herself, Miss Stacy, in the building. Miss Stace, what's going on, boo?
What up, fan? You know I love our Wednesday nights together.
Holla. That's the best night of the week.
That's great. That's right.
Absolutely. And, obviously we can't do a show without the controversial one himself here to throw a bomb in the middle of the ring and run. And
that's right.
Controversial Corey in the building. What's up, Corey?
What's happening? Let's go to work. I'm definitely going to throw a bomb tonight.
I know. I can't wait to hear what this is going to be about. Corey, I think he does it on purpose. It's just his thing. It's his shtick. It's just like, you come out to the ring and you throw a bunch of T-shirts in the ring or in the crowd like Danhausen. That's what Corey's thing is too.
And
so
then you listen, the box to get them.
Exactly. Well, the ring is set up. All the fans have filed in. They got their popcorn. They're in their seats, so we're ready to rock and roll. So, I mean, Miss Stacy, you wanted to get it going off really quickly, talking about anything in the world of Danhausen, who's at Fan Fest right now with Liv Morgan in New York City ahead of Saturday night's main event. So, Miss Stacy, what do you want to talk about?
Look, I know how Corey feels, but the majority of us love us some Danhausen, right? You know that he is going to be, I think by the end of Fan Fest, we are going to see he is one of the biggest people there this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Hands down. Like, he is just epic right now. And I love what they're doing. Like, I'm excited. We're finally going to get like a match on Saturday with him versus JD McDonough. Excited to see that. That kind of goes along a little bit with what's going on with the Liv Morgan thing, which I know Corey and I both hated. Did not like that. But look, if he's beefing with Judgment Day, I don't like what we're doing with Miz and Kit Wilson on SmackDown. Like, here's the reality. Previous to this whole thing with Danhausen, Kit was building a nice following. I mean, I know specifically with a lot of us, we women fans, we were totally vibing with him. We were digging the music, digging him coming out, and he was building himself pretty good as a solid mid-card. Like, we were seeing some good things from Kit. And we loved the beginning of the beef with him and Matt Cardona. That was great. We were all talking about that. It was getting Matt some more love too. And y'all, Miz is a GOAT, right? We know he is and has always been paving his way. So here we are. We're going through all this great stuff. We've seen they're all doing things. I mean, we've talked about this for a long time. I don't like how they're doing Miz. He has just been kind of like Rey Mysterio and jobbing for a lot, and I hate that. But to see how they're doing Kit Wilson and The Miz with this whole storyline is just not it for me. Not it. Like, why do we need to do that? Why did we have to diminish Kit already building something that he was getting love for? He was selling merch. We were hearing this new song, loving all of it, and now all of a sudden he's a zombie. It just doesn't make sense to me. It just is not it. And then now we're seeing the War Raiders on SmackDown too. Like, it's a jumbled mess, and I am not about it right now. Like, pick a lane. I love these dabbling and everything, but this, you can't have a big, huge storyline with Judgment Day on Raw and then have zombies on SmackDown. Like, it's not it. It's not it.
Corey, would you like to chime in on the Queen's apparent problem with how they're booking? Not Danhausen, but it's more Kip Wilson and The Miz.
It's her fault. And everybody that thinks like her. Y'all loved y'all some Danhausen everywhere, Danhausen this, Danhausen that, all my fan houses. Well, look, who you gonna have him torture on SmackDown? Those two lowest guys on the totem pole. Y'all wanted him everywhere. This is shit.
Mm-hmm.
He's not really technically to me. He's not really a wrestler. He's a backstage character.
Mm-hmm.
This is what y'all wanted. This is what y'all got, and I'm loving it because you mad about it, and it's your fault.
I can't believe you just said that to me. No, listen, here's the thing. I thought he was a vampire. Like, I'm so confused. He came out of a box. He's wearing a cape. He's got the things. How's a vampire have zombies? Like, I'm a little confused on the lore here. It doesn't make sense. But, like, it was fun as he was dabbling things. But I already started to see my frustration with him getting in the live EO business, because that to me diminished EO, and that I'm not about that. That was not right. So it just again, and I'm gonna say this, Corey always says all the time, is trash. It's creative's fault that we are just really doing some things, and it shouldn't have been that way.
Okay.
Did he really have to have zombies? Did he really have to have zombies? I mean, really?
By the end of whatever they're doing with him, he will not be the big star that y'all thought he was. They're gonna ruin it. It is.
Well, I'm more worried about what they've killed with Kit Wilson, and the damage is problematic for me with the Miz.
I understand what you're saying, but you know what I'm gonna say. I don't care.
Don't nobody give a damn about Kit Wilson.
Care.
Nobody cares. Nobody cares about Kit Wilson. Like he's barely a Saturday night main eventer, or even opening the show on Saturday night main event. That's like he's not a guy that is gonna sell and put butts in seats. Like
he was selling merch, and he was
a little bit.
Everybody
a little bit. Like,
look,
honestly,
just because y'all didn't like him, I already told y'all he had a solid female fan base.
Sure, he did. And where are the fan base now? Where are they all complaining that he's getting buried? I don't hear them. Where are they?
Complain about all the other stuff we're not happy about.
But do
I need to roll out my scroll and give you my laundry list?
Yeah, I mean, go ahead, because let's be honest, like the complaints, the love that he was getting, especially from the female fans, was undeniable. I'm not gonna lie about that. But where's that same energy now that he's quote unquote being buried? Where are you? Where are you guys?
They not as solid as they wanted us to believe they was. That's
exactly.
All that is.
I'm saying
exactly. y'all just like that he was like a sensitive thug. Y'all all need hugs, and like he's in touch with his feelings. I can't with me.
It's all that toxic masculinity that's got it buried to begin with.
Well, you know what? That toxic masculinity looked good until Oba put him through the dirt, and that's when the downfall started. It didn't start with
that. I loved that because that was
didn't
great.
Start with Danhausen. It started when Oba said the toxic masculinity, and he came down there and put him in the dirt, and that's when the characters took a downfall. That's when
because he was still being toxic, and that was fun. But the difference was when all of a sudden he's a zombie. What?
I just want
hooked up to a machine. What?
I just want to point out something, and then I'll let y'all have it. We 9 minutes and 30 seconds in, and we talking about Kit Wilson.
Kit Wilson.
That's.
I mean, like that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. We love that. They love him. They love him.
What you want to talk about, Corey?
I talk about whatever y'all. Look, I'm just here. I can talk about anything.
I'm just here so I don't get fined. That's what we're doing. Listen, y'all love it. You love it. And listen, I get it, but I like what they're doing with Kit Wilson and Miz being zombies backstage. Not really. But it's like I don't take it seriously. I really don't. It is what it is. It's satire, and those two are the best two to put it over. So I'm happy that they're there to put it over.
It's Danhausen. Nobody it's y'all fault. Y'all asked for it. Everybody that was in love and asked for all the Danhausen, well, you getting all the Danhausen.
All the Danhausen you can all the Danhausen you can enjoy. This
is what y'all wanted. Y'all wanted this cookie cutter kid crap. Well, y'all getting this cookie cutter kid crap. Because all that zombie stuff is for the children, and that's what y'all wanted.
Listen, like I told y'all about the whole thing that we're like, we already know because we're the old, bitter, cynical fans. There's got to be stuff for the kids. There's got to be stuff for the teens and the tweens and all the youngsters that are still bright-eyed and bushy-tailed and don't dig into all the back stuff.
Well,
So you got to have something for everybody because wrestling is for the families.
Then don't complain about it. Let the kids
The rich
have
families, because they know.
Yeah, let the kids have it. Well, let them have it. It just happened. If it was like Otis and Tozawa, you wouldn't get mad, would you? But not
are we going to talk about that trash?
No, I don't think it's trash.
It's trash.
It was trash.
Thank you, trash.
It was too long. The segment was too long.
Trash.
It was trash.
Why was it trash?
It was uncomfortable.
What was uncomfortable about it?
And demoralizing.
To who?
Really?
Wait, to who? Who was it demeaning and demoralizing to?
Braun Breaker.
Yes.
Braun Breaker.
Yeah, that's the real problem.
He's the victim. He's the victim in all of this.
He's stuck giving a super spear to Otis and Tozawa. That if anybody should be upset, it's him. But how is it demeaning? And then I'll get to Braun Breaker in a second.
It's just the whole grovelly thing. It was just weird with Otis and all this about to profess some love or whatever they were trying to make it go towards. It just was uncomfortable to watch. And we said that in the chat. You didn't say that, but Corey and I were talking about it was just not it. It was not it. It did not hit the mark. We went from the Vision 6 months ago, holding our interest, closing the Raw show every single week for what? Corey, what? We said 4 months, 5 months?
Something like that.
We saw the stats on it. I think they said that we hadn't had a match close Raw in like 5 months because the Vision was closing Raw out every single week, right? So we had that.
They were closing out with tag teams too.
No, it was Raw. We saw the statistic because we talked about it on one of our shows.
They were closing some shows with tag team matches.
They had because there was a specific statistic that until they brought Roman and Roman went to the main when he was gone last year, and I think it was until WrestleMania just beforehand, they had not actually closed Raw with a match. It had been the Vision coming out for months. It was everywhere because we even talked about it on one of the podcasts. And shortly after that, they got a match, and then it was the tags for Vision. But before that, they hadn't closed Raw out with an actual match for months because the Vision was holding everything. So we went from
last year they were closing matches with tag team Braun and Brunson. Go ahead. Keep going.
So we have the Vision dominating.
Sure.
Monday Night Raw, right?
Mm-hmm. This
is the Vision we have now. It's Mean Girl vibes. Like it's just not. Why did we need that? It's terrible for Braun. It's terrible for Logan Paul. It's crazy for Austin Theory. Like it just doesn't make sense. And now we have Heyman that's like, I'm out, right? It's ridiculous. I'm out. It's just not. We saw this build, and we talked about this a lot in the chats. You guys know that. Braun Breaker, we had Bronson Reek, and they were powerhouses, right? We had Seth Rollins in there, and now he's out, but that's fine. We have everybody get hurt, and I know this is taking us into a totally different conversation, but it aligns with it. We go from the juggernauts, right? The Vision was amazing. We had storyline last year that we loved, and even going into the beginning of this year, but then we had everybody that got hurt. Heyman is with them. He puts it together. They bring Theory in, which was whatever. And I think, Corey, you're the one that said the demise of the Vision is when they unveiled Theory as the guy in the mask, right? So Theory comes, and then all of a sudden the Vision becomes the high school Mean Girls, making stupid jokes about people in the locker room. Like Braun Breaker comes back, and he went from being the monster to the high school locker room bully. So they went from having all of this power, and it was really great, to now they're just a bunch of dicks. It's just terrible. Like it was something that carried us forever. And now we're like, ugh, like it's just not it.
Yeah, I agree with you. I don't like how they are being positioned. I think that happens when you bring in somebody like Logan Paul. I don't want to blame him, but he gets that kind of heat. You know what I mean? He is essentially a dick, so he gets that kind of heat. But I think they could have got past that because I thought he was doing pretty well in the division. I agree with you. I didn't like the segment from the standpoint of Otis professing his love for Maxine because I said, oh, here we go. He's going to profess his love, and then eventually she's going to change her mind and she's going to get with him, and now he's going to somehow be able to pull that. Like, ridiculous. I didn't think it was uncomfortable. Like, I didn't see it that way. Maybe you did. I didn't. I just didn't like it. I didn't care like if he professes like, so what? Fine, whatever. I'm a big boy. I know it's not real. She's with somebody else in real life. She's like, I don't care. But like to me, like I just feel like, and I think Corey, you hit it on the head. The real victim in this is Braun. And the rumor is, and I think you sent it or somebody sent it, that he's pissed with the creative direction that he's going in. And I would be in the same boat. I looked at it like Oba took the spot. I think somebody else brought that up. Oba took a spot, and I don't think there's room on the roster for two big monsters like that. I think, Corey, you said in our chat, like you thought there could be room for the both of them to live on and breathe on this show. I think they got to get through this. They got to get through SummerSlam, and they have to tee up Braun versus Oba. That's the only way to save him and save anything that you can have with the Vision by putting him up against Oba. That's my opinion. And I think they've been working in that in dark matches. Go ahead, Corey.
Put him up against Oba for what? To get squashed?
Does he have to get squashed? Does he have to get squashed?
Have you seen Oba's match? Have you seen Oba's matches?
Can you not have Vision like 5-on-1s and have him take a beat down? Like he can only lose when there's shenanigans or when the Vision gets involved.
So you're saying the Vision's got to be involved? That's literally Austin Theory. That's literally it.
That's it.
Who's gonna be
Heyman
involved?
isn't even there anymore.
Well, Bronson's coming back soon, ain't he?
Man, we've been saying Brunson coming back for 3-4 months.
No, we haven't. Come on, be fair. We haven't said that for 3-4 months. We said that he's getting close.
It feels like forever.
It feels like forever, but I think he's getting close.
We in July. Wasn't we calling for Brunson around WrestleMania time?
Yep.
No. That was if he was ready to come back. I don't think he was ready to come back.
How do we? That's what I'm saying. How do we know he's ready to come back?
And we don't know.
How do we know watching what we're watching now? He's not telling creative, I'm not coming back to that train wreck.
I don't think he has a stroke for that, bro. He ain't the tribal chief. He's the tribal thief. He's the tribal chief. I don't think he got that kind of stroke.
He got enough to say, I don't want to do it. A lot of these dudes got enough to say, I don't want to do that.
Well, especially now that Heyman's taking his name out of the equation. Why would Bronson Reed want to come back to it if Heyman's like, I'm out? This is dumb.
Does he have a choice?
Villain, let me ask you a question. You get paid when you're injured, right?
I think now they do.
I'm not healthy enough to come back yet.
Okay.
Yeah, he's been out for 138 days because he posted 6 days ago, day 132.
Okay. And how long would his injury take to heal?
It was 6 months. When he originally went out, we said best guess for his injury was 6 months. So he's a little over halfway there.
Yeah. So we'll see. So I don't know.
That's not SummerSlam. That's Survivor Series.
But at the end of the day, you can tell the story with Braun and Oba, and they can figure out a way to make it work. That's the only way I would think that I could make Braun Breaker happy. How else are you going to make it?
But you're talking common sense. Look at what they've done to him. They don't have common sense. You're talking common sense.
All right, your common sense. How do you make him happy? Make him happy right now.
You've ruined it.
No, I didn't ask you to point out the problem. I told you to give me a solution. How do you make Braun Breaker
There
happy?
is no solution now.
Yeah,
the solution was to put the goddamn title on him when they took Rollins out.
No, stop. Don't tell me about the problem. Come with the solution. You're smarter than creative. Give me a solution right now.
First of all, see, now you're trying to twist it. I didn't say that.
No,
I
I'm
said,
not. No,
I
no,
said,
Corey.
hold
Corey,
on. Listen to what I'm saying.
No,
Listen
no,
to what
no.
I'm saying.
Listen,
I said,
hang on. Listen to me.
Okay.
Listen to me. I'm not trying to twist it. I'm asking you. You know better. You have an idea. I gave an idea. You didn't like it. You give me your idea.
I didn't say I didn't like it. What I'm telling you is Oba is not going to be in any close matches. It's not happening.
So you don't like my idea. So give me a better idea. I gave an idea. That's what I thought I would do to save Oba until WrestleMania to put him against Roman Reigns. You don't like that idea. Give me an idea.
Get him the hell out of the division.
Okay.
He's not winning the world championship anytime soon.
Okay, so pause.
So
hold on, pause. Do you want him to turn on the vision or do you want him to just leave?
I want him to turn
Let me tell y'all what Brunson Reed
filled.
What he put in this. Well, let me see if it's going to continue. He put up earlier 5 hours ago. Don't forget who the man is, and he put out a reel of Seth Rollins when it was the original Vision. And it's like, don't forget who the man is. And then his second reel, it says mourning the old Vision, and it's him and Seth Rollins. So that could be a little bit of a drip on when he does come back, that he's not aligning with the Vision.
Okay.
That he's not going that way. So if you put him with Seth, you bring Bronson Reed back and the Bron's beef.
Okay.
That's one way to go. Bronson
he just
beef.
put that up today.
But if Bronson's not ready to come back, you have him turn on Theory. You have him destroy whatever's left of the Vision, and you put him with everybody that's fighting for that Intercontinental title, and you have him wreck the whole mid card.
Yep.
Wreck the whole mid card. I want you to wreck. Yes, I want you to wreck the whole. I'm not saying win the Intercontinental title. I'm saying you go through and you wreck the whole mid card because you're not on Oba's level no more. Nope. They've ruined it. You got to build yourself back up.
Yep. I agree with you, Corey. They've got to rebuild him because he's not. We would not consider him in the World Championship realm right now.
No, not right this minute. No.
So I agree with you. You have to give him back some credibility. You have to go through, and he's going to have to run through all these dudes that we keep seeing every week. We just saw in the tournament on Monday. He's going to have to go back through and tear his way through them, right? He's going to have to rebuild being a monster, because the reality is right now he's just a bully. And there's two totally different things between a guy that just makes fun of people in the locker room versus a guy that comes out and spears everybody. And comes out and manhandles everyone, like the Braun Breaker. And this could be, guys, and we didn't talk about this when he came back. We did when he first came back, that he might have not been ready. He's not really wrestled since he's been back, has he?
We said it. I didn't think he was. I didn't think he was ready.
So maybe he's not ready, and that's why they're giving him this bully angle, that they need to make sure he's completely healed and prepared to. Or maybe they're saving him getting in the ring and actually wrestling, other than little tidbits, for Bronson to come back. But the reality is that they've got to find a way to give him back some of his credibility, because right now he doesn't have it. So I agree with Corey that maybe they've got to get him back in the mids and let him run through some people, just like they did with Oba. And like they did with Braun a year ago, that gave him the title that we were all about.
This is what I would do. Braun
yes, I was thinking Braun versus Jacob too, Aaron.
Braun and Jacob could work, but not right now, because nobody believes Braun will win that.
Yeah.
What I would do, you got what, 2-3 weeks till SummerSlam? I spend the next 2-3 weeks having him dominate everybody in the mid card. I don't care if you take 2 or 3 of them out at a time. Dominate the mid card. At the end of SummerSlam, when Roman's standing there and he's won, sneak him out here and let him beat the hell out of Roman.
Okay.
Beat the hell out of Roman. Now you get to Jacob, and it makes sense.
Jacob, yeah.
Okay. Well, that you could do that. As long as he doesn't go against Roman, because that's a one-way street. He's not gonna take.
No. You beat the hell out of Roman at the end of SummerSlam. SummerSlam goes off that
way. Does the Vision beat the hell out of Roman?
No.
Just Braun. Just Braun. Okay.
No, because you really don't have any kind of stability in a Vision versus Bloodline.
But don't you think
we saw that
probably
dabble a little bit before, and it was like, man.
But don't you think that would probably make more sense? I tend to lean towards Corey, but I think a Vision versus Bloodline makes more sense heading into War Games.
But there's no Vision.
Yeah, there's no Vision.
We don't know when Logan's coming back.
I know, but the next one is War Games, and you have to set something up. I don't know what they're gonna do, but I'm just throwing it out there. I tend to agree with Corey a little bit more than having Vision versus Bloodline, but I know that they're gonna fumble a way to get to War Games. It's gonna be 5 guys versus 5 guys and gets a group.
But I think War Games is gonna lean towards more into Punk versus Cody.
Yeah,
I think your War Games is gonna revolve around them too.
That'd be interesting.
Because one of them is not gonna be a face the whole way through this.
Real quick, and then I want to get off this because I don't want to take the whole show talking about this. Would you feed Braun Jacob, or would you feed him LA Knight? Because LA Knight's popping a little bit.
I feed him Knight because you're not going to feed him Jacob. Jacob's not.
Yeah.
We've built Jacob as this unstoppable guy. You're not. Only person that should beat Jacob is Oba. Nobody else should beat Jacob.
Yeah.
Yeah. Roman.
Yeah.
Roman was going to go after. But yeah, I agree with. I think LA Knight's not bad. I think that has a little meat on the bone. I think because Knight, he's not going to go after Roman, but he's injecting himself in the bloodline. He's trying to claw his way to the tribal chief, and that's just not going to work out for him. So yeah,
but they're giving him a steady right there in the middle with we've got the whole Jimmy J thing and Solo dipping in. That's where they're playing him right now. So you can't really pull him out of that because we know that's what we're leading to. We're leading to Solo and LA Knight versus Bloodline for SummerSlam.
No.
It's a 6-man tag.
I know.
Yeah, so it's Knight. So it's Knight, Solo, and Keys versus the Bloodline.
Right.
So
which I told y'all Keys was going to be involved, didn't I? I said that last week. You guys were like, no. I was like, I told you that they had to put him in there somewhere.
I thought he would be involved at some level. I just didn't think he would join a group or anything like that. But
they've set that up for LA Knight to get that W at SummerSlam over one episode.
Yep. Yeah. Jay's been on vacation because he's handling business. Now he'll be back at SummerSlam, so that's pretty much confirmed. Crash out Jay. I'm here for that. Real quick, before we get into the meat and potatoes, other than the fact that I told you so, Corey, Chad Gable, Intercontinental Champion, book it.
I fell asleep. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I set my alarm for like 10:10 so I could wake up for the Roman segment. I went to sleep.
YouTube's free. You can watch the highlights on YouTube. Here's the deal. Does my boo Rhea Ripley have to get the title stripped from her? She's come out. She's come out and said that she's had a partial meniscus tear, and typically you would want a full meniscus tear because that recovery is a little quicker than a partial tear. So she can't bend her knee. She can't put any weight on it. So this is kind of a 2-part question. One, would you have to have her relinquish the title to put it on somebody else because you don't know when she's going to be able to defend it, and she's definitely not going to be ready in 2 weeks for SummerSlam. And now these 2 titles, her and Liv Morgan's titles, haven't been defended in months. Why do the women's titles rarely get defended? I mean, Jade defended it, I think, once. Liv hasn't defended it since she's won at WrestleMania. And now Rhea defended it once since WrestleMania and hasn't been on TV since. Corey, what are we doing with these women's titles?
They're mid-card heavy. The women's division is mid-card heavy. So when you lose a Rhea or when you lose a Bianca or you lose where the hell's Becky? When you lose a Becky, like
taking a break. She's on the AJ contract. Ask your wife.
Yeah. So when you lose these women, the top of the Stephanie, when you lose the top of the card is gone, and all the plans get mixed up and creative. Like I always say, they just not good enough to get you anything else. They got a gold mine on SmackDown, and they just not using it.
Yep.
Who's that?
JC Jane. I've been saying it since the night she walked in. Put the title on her. Put all the gold on Fatal Influence. We about to get part of that Saturday. Finish the rest at SummerSlam. Because Rhea can't hold on to that title. She's got to put it down.
I want her to have the title because it's mommy, but she has to put it down. So you would pull the trigger and give it to JC Jane.
I'm behind Fatal Influence for the rest of the year.
I'm so glad you see what I saw, because I said it when JC Jane won the NXT title. I was like, who and why? Like, she wasn't ready, but she grew into it and she has gotten so much better over the year. I love watching her work. So
Yes.
I don't hate the idea of because that would just give her nuclear heat, because nobody wants her to win the title. You know what I mean? Nobody wants her to win the title. So giving her the title would put so much nuclear heat on it. It would be amazing. So
they brought them in. They brought them in basically like Nexus. They destroyed everything. And
yeah, because I honestly thought that Laney and Fallon weren't going to come up. I didn't think they were ready. And they've proven me wrong too. I think they're doing great stuff. I love watching their matches. They were good in NXT. I think they have gotten to the show and didn't see the bright lights. We love Sol Ruka. Came up, kind of saw the bright lights a little bit. Like, these girls have not fumbled since they've been up, and I'm here for it. I love it. What about you, Stace? What do you think about what's going on with the women's titles right now, and with Rhea Ripley? You can talk about Liv if you want to.
I mean, we're kind of in a dilemma right now, and I agree with Corey. We're mid-card heavy, but we're also still stuck in the quandary we were 6 months ago, that some of our biggest names are stuck in tags. And I think that they were really looking for this big love for Paige and Brie, and there's none. Nobody cares that Paige is back. It was like, oh, I'm so, happy, and tears and wah. And now people are like, eh. Yeah. So we've got all of these people, all these women that are tied up in tags. And so you have all of our belts that are not getting defended, because why would they defend them when everybody's in tags? Mm-hmm. And, I said this to you guys, and I you look at it and you said Sol Ruka. Let's talk about that, and we'll dabble that. And I'm going to bridge it back to with Braun as well. You've got all of these people that came last year, right? Roxanne came, Julia came this, last year. They've been here now a year and a half.
Yeah.
And they're buried. But you've got like Sol Ruka, and I agree. I think that they need the tags. They need the belt. Give them everything. Give all. JC Jane and crew are outstanding, right? Amazing. The reality is we have got a crop of NXTers that have come here in the last 3 months that are getting way more pops, way bigger accolades than any of the NXT people from last year. Yeah. So now we have a problem with people that we brought up that are kind of sitting in limbo right now. Like, if I were Roxanne, I'd be like, hold on, like, Sol Ruka is getting all the love, and Roxanne has been tied up in Judgment Day and buried now for a year and a half. Mm-hmm. And, we saw them dabble with the storyline with her with Finn, and it was going to look like she doesn't need seagulls around. Nobody cares. And the reality is that Roxanne was being poised for what we thought was going to see a turn. Corey and I don't believe it. We think it's Raquel. But we thought it was totally going to happen, that they were going to do something, that we were going to see that. And then, let's move Finn to SmackDown. Right?
Yeah.
So it's now Roxanne's just like chilling. It's like, what do? I come out and do Liv's dirty work, and that's all she is. She's totally diminished. And you guys were absolutely on fire for Roxanne to come.
She's awesome. And she's awesome. I love Roxanne.
But she's getting no love.
They have a built-in story right there. They just got to pull the trigger.
They just got to pull the trigger.
I think SummerSlam the triggers get pulled.
But I think it's Raquel and not Roxanne. I mean, I love it.
I've changed my mind.
They had it set up when Finn was on the show before he left SmackDown. They had it set up, and they just fumbled it. Did they forget what they were doing? It was ridiculous. Yes. But
it's no different than what they did with EO and Kabuki Warriors.
Sure, it's the same thing.
So long, and they went, we're not doing that anymore.
My thing is, I'm so pissed off at the idea that Liv has won the title. I think we were kind of all, happy she came back, happy she got the Mania match, happy she got the Mania moment, and she hasn't defended that damn title since. I think that's more of a travesty, and it's not her fault. She's being booked this way, and I don't understand why. Maybe it's the Corey, But maybe it's to Corey's point that you just stuck with a bunch of mid-card women. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
last year was the same way with Jade. Jade had the title for how long last year and didn't defend it one time? It was because she was terribly booked. They did it with Tiffany last year too. So this is not a new occurrence. This is a repeat offense.
But look at the NXT, other NXT, to your point, women that came up last year that we don't know what the hell they're doing with. Where's Jordynne Grace been? She's been healthy. No, she's healthy.
I know. She was injured, and then they've not brought her back.
Why not why not elevate Chelsea Green? I would love to see that. Like, what are we doing? It's just crazy booking. Like, I feel like they spend so much time on Roman and Seth, which is money and which is a great story. And then you get like crap. You get mud like that could slip through your fingers, and it's crap. Like, I don't understand it. It drives me crazy. And you know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, I love Mommy. Everybody knows that. I love Mommy. I can't live without her. She loves me. She you know, she really does. We have to get the belt off her. She can get it back at any point. That's fine. You want to put it on JC Jane? I wouldn't be mad at that. I prefer, you know, Jade versus Charlotte for that belt at SummerSlam. But
I would love that. But
let me ask you a question. The 4 years Roman had the championship, what do you remember from that 4 years?
Bloodline.
That's what I'm saying. I say that to say what you just said. What you just said, they spent all this time on Roman and Seth. That's not new. Roman's been the focal point for the past 6 years.
But what I'm saying is, like, that story is so good. And then you got these other stories that are just poorly put together.
And that's how it's been.
Can I say, though, I'm going to say this. Last year, match of the year was women's match.
Mm-hmm.
Rhea Io, Naomi cash-in. It was the match of the year. Absolutely.
No, it wasn't.
No, I think
the triple threat. At Mania.
That Mania was the better match. And you could argue Io Rhea at Evolution.
Yes. So all of that, right? Those are all women's matches. Last year, women dominated. Our favorite storyline last year was Naomi. Hands down.
She's gone.
Well, of course, but here's the problem. We had such a huge build in the women's division last year. And yet the year before going into last year, right? We had Alexa Bliss come back. We had Charlotte Flair come back. We had all the build with Bianca, all the build with Naomi. We had all the Jade stuff. We even had active Nia Jax that was like tearing it down.
Shout out to Nia Jax right now. She's looking.
I mean, always been stunning, but wow.
She's always been a stunner, but yeah.
The issue is last year it was top heavy. Now the top
exactly. That's exactly what I was about to say.
The top is all injured.
We have the talent. I think the difference is last year we as fans really got it and built it and pushed it. But they've made it so this year between the people that are out on injury, we've got babies being born everywhere. So all the people that we invested in are not here, but then they're not giving us any credible storylines to sink our teeth into when we have the people. We just don't have the backing. Because again, you're right, Barry. We're all in for Bloodline 10.0 and the Seth thing. Like, I can't wait for that. And I know we're going to talk about that. Like, I'm in for this match. And I know Corey's got a lot to say, but the reality is they've not given us another women's anything to give us the level of investment like we had this time last year. We aren't even having a women's PLE this year.
But I agree with you, but how can you put a women's PLE together, to Corey's point, when all the top women are gone? Stephanie Vaquer is hurt. Naomi is having her baby.
Yep.
Bianca's having her baby.
Yep.
Like, all the top stars that really headlined Evolution last year or WrestleMania last year are gone. Rhea's hurt.
Becky's out.
Becky's out. Like AJ is she's a name, top star, but she's out. Like, all these women that you would prop up on a PLE, women's only PLE, are not here. So
we're not even getting high heavy women's matches. Yeah, we're not even giving women's matches. We're not even putting it so we can elevate some of the women that could be elevating. We're not even trying to elevate them, and that's the problem. Is we have amazing female talent, y'all. We have amazing female talent. We're not investing in them enough to get them from being mid-card heavy to develop some new people to get to the top. We're just waiting for all the big names to come back.
Who's hold on. Before you even ask that question, of the people that are active right now that are not having babies or injured, what talent are you speaking of? You got Jade. You got Tiffany.
Got Jade. I mean, we talked about Fatal Influence.
Okay, you got Fatal Influence. That's all.
Huge,
okay,
right there.
They should be a mid card.
Like Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair that we are doing nothing with.
No. I'm not. Hold on. I'm not.
That's a lie.
Hold on.
That's a lie.
I'm not letting. First of all, I'm not letting.
No, they're not. Stop! Don't do that because
hold on.
They're Charlotte is carrying SmackDown.
No,
yes, she is.
No. Y'all sacrificed Alexa Bliss so people would like Charlotte Flair.
Absolutely.
Who's
and
y'all?
It worked.
Y'all. Everybody that's cheering for that crap tag team. Oh my God, I love to see them together.
But it worked. It put them both over, though.
It did not. It put Charlotte over. When was Alexa Bliss not over, Villain?
But you had something to do with Alexa Bliss.
No, Alexa Bliss should be in the Alexa.
But
Bliss
what was Bliss doing before that? What was Bliss doing before that?
But how often have they made Alexa Bliss job in the last year? Thank you, Aaron. I love it. Lyra's, that's rough too.
No, Soul's mid card. Lyra's mid card. EO's the only star EO's the only star that you can. Yeah. That's why you had to put her against.
And
Liv.
Look what we're doing with her. We had her cursed by Danhausen, so she doesn't even get credibility.
Nah, it's fine. It's fine. But she'll be fine. We think EO's. I think EO's going to take the belt off her at SummerSlam. That's just me. But don't say that you relegated Charlotte and Alexa to a tag team. Charlotte and Jade is the storyline that's really propping up SmackDown on the women's side. And Alexa taking an injury is a big storyline that Jade took her out.
Listen to what I'm saying. If Alexa Bliss did not go get Charlotte over, we'd still be booing Charlotte.
Yes, you're right. I think there's two things, Corey. It was that, and then there was early on last year, she wrote a blog post that went viral. That was the first time, and I saw so many different bloggers and content creators that say that it gave her a level of realness that she looked like she was.
You're talking about
she was glass, like she was titanium. They didn't see her as real. And when she put that blog post out, I think I saw like, I don't know, 10 million readers or something. Like, it was huge. And I saw everywhere people were saying it gave her a sense of real that they'd never seen from her before. And so people looked at her absolutely differently because she took off the veil. She took off the mask and she was real. And that, to me, like, at this point, they'd already hitched her to Alexa, and we started seeing the beginnings of that. But the thing I think that did it was her being honest and really putting out the transparency of her life. That then, especially in the female community, women content creators, women bloggers were like, okay, this is something that I've been waiting for and wanted to see. And I think that's where the catalyst was. I think the beginning was Alexa Bliss, but that was what put her over.
But I think people didn't like Charlotte, like, personally, and didn't know her enough to, and I think that made her vulnerable. And, like, you know, like, I'm not a bad person. And, like, honestly, like, her, you know, I think one of the people that she wore her out. The girl made her an outfit, and, you know, for WrestleMania, and then that girl, you know, passed away not too long, like a week, you know, within the week or something like that. And stuff like that. Like, you wouldn't know about that if Charlotte didn't come out and make that, you know, a thing. Like, hey, you know, this is what I do. Is like, you know,
I give her credit for all that. And you're right. And yes, we all got to know about this little girl. And you're right. That helped Charlotte. All I'm saying is they hitched her to Alexa Bliss to get her over. It did nothing for Alexa Bliss. Not a damn thing.
You've been looking at lights for a ton lately.
I can agree with you. It didn't do anything for Alexa Bliss, but it did something for Alexa Bliss. It didn't do absolutely nothing. Like, it got her into. because I don't know what they would have done with her otherwise. I really don't know. Like I think they would
before the Charlotte crap. 95% of wrestling fans wanted to see her run the Wyatt Six. That's the Alexa Bliss. 95% of the people want it.
Yeah, and I don't know how that Wyatt Six.
The Wyatt Six would have been better with Alexa Bliss, but even if you didn't do it, Alexa Bliss by herself was over. She did not need Charlotte. Charlotte
still
needed
have
her.
a Wyatt Six with like half of them can't really put on a good match. Like,
Corey, I think the issue with that was, and the reality is exactly what we're talking about now. Yeah, she could have stood on her own, but would she ended up in oblivion like everything else? Like, what would they have done with her? They would have, if she was single, who would they have beefed her with? Are they going to have her fight Jade? Are they going to, are they having her go against Rhea? Like, what would have happened? Because Rhea was on SmackDown at that point.
How long has Alexa been in this company?
A long time.
It's been about
14
years, right?
years or something like that. She's been there
about 14 years serious, and Creative's been ass the whole time, right? Majority of her time, Creative's been ass. Alexa Bliss ain't never not been over. Never. So you're trying to tell me?
No.
So you're trying to tell me if she was by herself?
She came out of
it's not about her being over, Corey. It's about what would they have done with her if they didn't, if she was on her own. What
she would have found a way.
You would be here.
She's done it.
But you would be here complaining that she is in a crappy storyline. They're not doing anything with her. They got this talent and they're wasted. I know because what Creative would have done with her. Nothing.
My point to what you just said is Creative's been ass her whole career. She has always been in something big. We've never looked at Alexa Bliss and said, "What are they doing with Alexa?" Never. That's my point.
I still feel that way. I feel like the best thing for her was being in this tag team. I thought it brought credibility to the tag team titles. It helps get Charlotte over because you know what? Charlotte didn't deserve to be booed like that. I really don't. I really don't think she deserved to be booed like that.
Hold on, bro.
Charlotte's better as a heel, though.
Charlotte is better. Charlotte's a heel, just like Cody.
I'm over that heel persona. We've seen it for years. The horsewomen and all that stuff.
I understand, but you said she didn't deserve to get booed. Roman didn't deserve to get booed in Philly, but he got booed. Why? Because they forced him on us.
Sure.
Charlotte got booed. Why? Because she was the female Roman. She got forced on us.
Yeah,
Charlotte was gone for a year with an ACL, came back, won the Royal Rumble, and won the title at Mania. And those are the reasons Charlotte got booed.
What, this year?
No, the year she came back.
She lost at Mania. She came back. She won at Rumble. That should have got her a big pop. And they booed the hell out of her.
And she lost
for
Tiffany.
Tiffany.
She lost to Tiffany. Yeah, you're right. She lost to Tiffany. But she should have never won the Rumble in the first place.
I don't have a problem with her winning the Rumble.
I didn't have a problem with it either, but I think
the crowd had a problem with it. The crowd had a problem with it.
It was
exactly, and I don't think that was fair to her. But yeah, listen, we can go back and forth on this.
And who was number 2 on that Rumble?
Wasn't Roxy?
Roxanne.
Roxy. Yeah, and she should have been.
That's also
she should have been on a rocket ship. She should have been on a rocket ship.
That's a big reason why Charlotte got booed too. They wanted Roxanne.
What I've been saying.
I don't think Roxanne should have won that Rumble, but I think Roxanne being number two is just as good as winning because that puts you on a rocket ship. We all know that, and they fumbled her.
Judgment Day.
It should.
It's different.
And that's creative. That's booking. I feel like they, to Corey's point, they can't pull the trigger on her in the Judgment Day. They can't do it.
If you do what I said in the chat, and you do it at SummerSlam, it feeds into the curse. It breaks the Judgment Day up. It gives Roxanne a boost, and now she's in the main event scene. And now you can do something with Raquel for the next 3 or 4 weeks until she turns.
Just have Raquel and Roxy live. That's what.
No. I think Roxanne. I think Raquel. Do you want Raquel as a heel?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. Then you do what I said. You have Roxanne, and this is taking us completely off topic, but oh well.
I want to get the Roman. Come on.
You have Roxanne. You have Roxanne at SummerSlam accidentally cost Liv the title.
Yeah.
You have Liv beat the hell out of Roxanne. Now Roxanne's a face. You take Raquel, and you have Raquel looking like she didn't want that to happen, and you have her in this position for the next 3 or 4 weeks, where it's like, yo, that ain't cool. You shouldn't have did that. We got to fix this, blah, blah, blah. And then you lead up to Liv versus Roxanne. And you have Raquel beat the hell out of Roxanne, and it was a ruse the whole time.
Okay.
There you go.
Right.
Now they're both monster heels in the female division. Now you got your heels. You got Roxanne at the top of the division, and boom, there you go. Off to the races.
Yeah, I can work with that. But I feel like they're underutilizing all three of them, and I think like putting
the breakup y'all wanted has to come at SummerSlam because that's gonna feed into the curse. Liv got cursed, and now she's losing everything.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
That's gonna play into it.
And I don't know if you guys watched it or not, but Dom is a face in Triple A.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So,
Dom and Grande Americano, they are beloved, but it's always been like that.
But he came out to a massive pop helping El Grande Saturday.
Peak. Amazing.
Peak pop. Like he gets that pop in the USA because people respect and know that he puts in work, but he got a baby face pop in Triple A. So
okay, but do you know why? And Coach said
they're
this.
Smart.
Coach said this back in April or May, with all of us. The reality is they have allowed through the storylines to let Dom go to AAA and wrestle. He goes all out. He is having these incredibly, insanely big matches there, but they're keeping him under the thumb in main event.
They put him in a box. Like put him in that heel box.
So he goes there and he flies and he's doing all the lucha stuff. And he's paying homage to his people and he's going there and he's beloved because he's being true to himself. And that's the problem that we have. Just like El Grande Americano, which I mean, you know, I'm like all in. The reality is they are losing amazing wrestlers, not losing them, but they are going to AAA and building a lifestyle because they don't show them and give them love here in Raw or SmackDown or wherever they put them. I mean, y'all talking so much about Lola Vice, like it's not just putting him in a box. They're not giving him the time. They're not getting airtime. When they get airtime, they're limited. When they wrestle, it's a 3 or 4 or 5 minute match at best. I mean,
that's what I mean. They put him in a box. They put him in a box. Dom has to work a certain way on Raw, and he gets to work freely on AAA.
Do y'all think that they're doing that with Dom because he is a huge star and they cannot risk him getting hurt on Raw?
No, because he is. When you see his matches in AAA, he's
that's my point.
Crazy stuff.
But no, y'all not. That's my point. They need him in AAA. Raw, he can do his shtick. He's over. Over ain't just being cheated.
So what you're saying, like they keep him tame and Raw so he doesn't get hurt for AAA.
So he doesn't get hurt for AAA.
I can see that.
But they can't give him because we really wanted Finn and Dom, and look how lackluster that was for us from a payoff.
Yeah,
we wanted that to be everything we wanted to be, and they even limited how that looked for us. I
think
they don't have a place for him in main event, so they're giving him all they can there because they don't have. Because if you think about it, hold on, let me finish, Corey. Because we've got the bloodline on Raw now. Right? We've got the bloodline on Raw now. We've got Seth Rollins on Raw. We've got the main guy, right? They've got to give him time. If you think about it, a year ago, before Roman came to Raw, Dom was getting a lot of TV time. There was a lot of stuff going on. Now that we have got to give time, and we've got Oba, we've got the Braun Breaker, or we've got Brock. There are a lot of huge names on Raw that weren't before. So if you think about it, why do they don't really have time for Dom? Because they've got to give it to the people that we want to see. So give him the time in AAA.
But they got time for a Maxine Dupree and Otis thing.
Yep.
But that's my but that's my point.
Comments, Aaron. That's what I said. I said, why are they giving this TV time? And what did we miss during the commercials that should have been on TV instead of that? But that's the vision where they've been putting money in. They're putting money and time into for the last year and a half.
But my point for Dom is, you was talking about how big he was last year and all that stuff last year. He just became this huge star in Mexico in the past year, right?
He's been a huge star in Mexico for a while.
No, I'm saying in AAA. In AAA.
No, he's been, and once they started putting him AAA, he was instant. Last year in May when they did, so it's been a little over a year since they signed the contract. He was the main event when they signed the contract, and he was
one of the first ones there.
He was huge because they had been dabbling before.
So where's he bigger? So where's he bigger?
He's bigger in Mexico. So you save him for Mexico.
My point exactly. You save him for that.
You save him for Mexico, and you just tame him. You tame him on Raw. Like the only thing that they really had him do of substance on Raw was go back and forth with John Cena. Like he's done some other stuff, but like AAA is where he really gets bank, and really he gets a bank for the block. So I don't disagree with that. I think I just that's what I say. I feel like they put him in a box in Raw, and it's probably to Corey's point on purpose because let's be honest, Dom Mysterio versus El Grande Americano is a bigger match than Dom versus Finn at Mania. It is. Like, that match is really highly anticipated. In AAA.
Yeah.
Dom versus
I understand
El Grande at AAA for the belt is a bigger draw there than Finn and Dom on a mid-card at WrestleMania here.
Yeah. Just run in to help him?
What's that?
He ran in to help him on Saturday.
Exactly. And I'm like, oh my God. And he got cheered for it. Why did he run in to help him? Because he wants that match to be saved. Like, it's amazing. I love it. I'm like, holy crap. Like, first of all, like El Grande got a beat down. And then here comes Dom with a chair. And I'm like, oh, here he go. He gonna beat the hell out. No, he chased him out of the ring. So I'm like, oh my God. Crazy, but
Titus was doing some amazing work down there as a Grande American. He's doing some amazing work down there.
Oh yeah, I mean, there's amazing work. There's a lot of great work down in AAA. I mean, I wish I could be Taker for a week because anytime Lola's matches down there just
amazing.
I'm telling you, like Carvel and Baskin Robbins ain't got nothing on them matches down there. But
to your point, Aaron, his content creation work right now is flawless. His after the Norway match, him putting out all the guys on Saturday out doing the Viking row before AAA Saturday.
Yeah.
I can't tell you how many views it. Like it was huge, totally viral. Like he is really maximizing putting AAA back on the map. Like he is making it so it is loved by more mainstream than it ever was before. And that's crazy.
Yeah. That's awesome. But listen, I thought Raw was a pretty solid show. We got Oba and Brock, a little, fake police action. Oba just continues to be a workhorse on the mic, and I really can't wait for that match. But I can't say enough about our tribal chief. Like his promo against Punk and his promo against Jacob and now his promo against Seth, he has had some really scathing epic promos. Like that promo work on Monday night was flawless. And this is a guy that couldn't get a word out against John Cena. And now this guy is talking about your work daddy, talking about number 2, and like everything he said, like what let's play your game. If you do win, you're gonna get hurt at 2 months. Like he just our tribal chief. Like Corey, talk to me about Roman Reigns on Monday Night Raw.
I mean, Roman cooked him. We're all gonna agree on that. So y'all go ahead and do what y'all do, and then when we get this stuff, y'all holler at me.
Serious. We heard from you a little bit, man. Talk to me about Roman Reigns, OTC.
I mean, there's levels to this, right? You know what I'm saying? And I have been one of these guys that has said that Roman isn't on the Stone Cold level. He's not on the CM Punk level. He's not on the John Cena level. And I've maintained that, even though he's really, really good. Watching what he did to Seth Rollins Monday elevated him. It really did. It was sheer diabolical. Like, for once, I felt Kobe was about to cry. I'm not going to call him Seth. I thought this brother was about to cry. And it was very well done. I mean, these are two guys that are, masters at their craft. I mean, case could be made that Seth cooked him the first time, and so if we're scoring it, 1-1, but Roman did work on Monday, and I can't wait for the build up to this main event on night 2 of SummerSlam. It was exciting.
Stace, what you got for me, Stace?
I mean, I agree. It was great. I mean, I got to give Seth his props, though. He did great on Monday, too.
He did.
And what I loved about Monday, and we talked about this a little in the chat that I appreciate, is this was the first time since this all came back that the crowd was divided.
Yep.
And that was beautiful. That was beautiful to see that. And they weren't in Iowa. We weren't in Seth's hometown, not even close, but they were divided, and you could see it and you could hear it, that they'd start singing Seth and they'd start chanting tribal chief, or OTC. So they were going and giving it. And a couple times it was more in Seth than it was. And then the crowd went quiet because Roman cooked him. And so it was the crowd did a really great job. And I think sometimes, and you guys know this with the promos, sometimes the crowd gets so quiet that you don't see where they're leaning. So I loved that during that entire segment, the crowd was feeding it. It almost felt like a concert, right? You're waiting for your favorite song to come on, and you hear the anticipation, and it's coming and it's growing, and it's a chance before the encore. That's what that felt like. And it was like a symphony to me. It was just great to hear the crowd investment, to see the way they went back and forth, right? So you said, like, Seth looked like he was going to cry. Like, I thought his head was going to pop off at one point. So his face got so red, right? His neck, and just angry. So you felt the violence, like you could feel the chaos, like it was building. And, the whole thing, putting your feet up on a table, like all of it. I didn't care that they put hands on each other. My favorite part was the entire dialogue, just watching it all build and build. It was beautiful. It was wonderful.
It was because Seth tried to antagonize him, right?
Yes.
He first of all, Seth is a menace. And when he came out and said that you hate how they sing my song over you, right?
And then he goes
that's him being a menace, right? And then he was like, oh, thank you for keeping my belt warm. I'll get it back. Bye bye. Like kind of, like that was him being, and then Roman just under complete control was like, okay.
Yep.
That's when he was, because the crowd was like leaning towards Seth, and then Roman was like, let me show you why I'm number one, and got him right back in the fold. And it was just brilliant work. And I'm like, I wish they didn't put hands on each other, because I could have just ended it right there when Seth had his last story, and then that was it. What's that?
Had to. Seth could not leave getting cooked like that.
Go.
No, we couldn't.
Go, Corey.
Look. Seth is doing. I'm gonna give Seth his props. Seth's one of the best. There's something about Seth's promos that is a miss for me, and y'all not gonna agree. So just give me a second to explain myself. This was all for you. They built this for you. You were the golden boy. Blah blah blah. You're the one. Tell me how this is not for me. It's all for you. I've heard it all. Blah blah. First of all, yes, Roman was chosen. Cool. We all acknowledge that. Tell me a time creatively that Seth had to overcome anything. Creatively. He didn't have the Jack and the Beanstalk bull BS they gave Roman. He didn't have the suffering succotash. He didn't have dog food put all over him. Seth Rollins, since the moment he put the chair in Roman's back, has been a top guy and has had not a damn thing to overcome. Nothing.
Some of the biggest moments. Like if you think about moments,
but I think back then
some giant moments.
But I think back then, Stace, like Seth was better than Roman. Seth was better on the mic.
But that's not the point. You're telling me right now. You're telling me right now. All this was for you. It was never meant for me. You've been the number one all this time. Blah blah blah. Dude, you've been the number one since you put the chair in his back.
Yeah, but he's
Roman had to overcome
the accolades of the strap that long. He's not.
No.
He's not carried a belt.
No.
I think it was since the heist of the
Okay,
century that Seth was the guy.
Hold on.
Yeah.
What in? All right, cool. Since everybody got something to say, tell me what he's had to overcome creatively since he put that chair in that man back.
Well, what do you mean overcome creatively? I need context for that.
Yeah.
Like I just said, Roman had a segment with Baron Corbin where they put dog food all over him. They embarrassed him. He had to overcome that to become what he is now. Suffering succotash. We still clown him for that promo.
Yeah.
Jack and the Beanstalk. We clown him for all this crap. Seth Rollins has been placed in perfect position ever since the Shield broke up. My point is, you're talking about how all this was for Roman and it was all his and he was handed everything. No, you were handed everything. They gave, excuse my language.
Don't you think that's more storyline than anything? But don't you think that's more storyline than anything? Like
putting dog food all over that man. Putting dog food all over that man is not storyline.
No, but in my mind though, in Series, you can jump into. In my mind, you're right, but Seth had to overcome himself because he's the one that takes him out, and Roman said it. Because every time Seth had the ball, something happens. He gets hurt.
That's But I said creatively.
No. Yeah, and that's what I said. That's what I mean. Yeah. I don't disagree with you, but I feel like every time, if he would have stuck around and not gotten hurt, I bet you he would have had sucker and succotash type shit too. You understand what I'm saying? Like, also, but he had to dip because he's always getting hurt.
Well,
Seth wasn't getting hurt back then.
He was the main guy.
Yes, he was. He what's the match he missed? They were building to him and Roman at a Mania, and he had got hurt, right? Did he get hurt?
He took Finn out.
But then he had like a shoulder injury. There was a match they were building at WrestleMania. He got
no. The shoulder injury was what he gave Finn with that power bomb. He didn't have a shoulder injury. He gave Finn a shoulder injury.
Yeah, he had to relinquish the title.
Yeah, Finn won the title and had to get rid of it because Seth had that buckle bomb.
No. But there was a match that Seth that got hurt, and they were building him to. I think it was a Mania or a SummerSlam match. He got hurt, and he had to dip for a minute.
Either way, my premise is take injuries out. What have you ever had to overcome creatively to say that none of this was for me? It was all for Roman. You're coming off whiny. You're coming off complaining when in reality, creatively, you have nothing to ever complain about. You don't have a complaint. Y'all can't point to anything in that man's. You can't point to anything in that man's career that says, "Oh, I had to overcome this." No, Roman and Dean in the Shield. Roman and Ambrose had to overcome everything. Ever since
Roman had to overcome more because he wasn't ready. He wasn't.
I mean, I get it, but I mean that kind of leads to Corey's point. Like Roman had to overcome a lot of stuff to get to what that. So the fact that Seth is using this, it's all handed to you, silver platter, silver spoon type stuff is.
But it wasn't it? We all know it was. Like Roman got handed.
I can't say that. I can't say that.
Vince handed him to the keys to the castle and forced the big dog down his throat.
Vince wanted to hand him the keys. If you're handed the keys, have you ever seen John Cena go through anything that Roman went through with those promos, with the dog food?
I mean, when he was in ECW, when he was NCW or whatever, and you can't wrestle and all the things.
Cena's gone through quite a bit.
Storyline wise, have you ever seen them send Cena out there with a suffering succotash promo?
Because Cena is a promo god. Like it's a different. Corey, the difference, you can't compare Cena to Roman because the difference between Cena is that Cena was able to cut a promo ever since he put on the Thug Life, right? Yeah. Before that, they stuck Cena in some trunks and that crap didn't work. Ever since then, when he became himself in Thug Life, he could cut a promo with anybody. Roman couldn't cut a promo. Roman couldn't cut a promo, and Roman didn't know how to say no, and he'll tell you that.
But you're mistaken. But you're mistaken. What I'm saying, I'm not comparing him to Cena. What I'm saying is,
I'm comparing the two because Cena could push back because Cena could do his own stuff.
Right.
Roman had to be handed a script, and they handed him crap because Roman A couldn't cut the promo on his own, and B didn't know how to say no. He didn't know how to say, you know what? I don't want to do this dog crap.
I don't want to
do stuff for
I'm gonna push back. I'm gonna push back on the promo because you don't know, because they didn't give him a chance. The minute they gave him a chance to be Joe, the minute they gave him a chance to be him, when they stuck him with Heyman, we got gold. We don't know if he could have did that from the beginning.
That was Heyman bringing him up, and Roman Roman went to act. Roman took acting lessons. Roman's an actor now.
I understand that, but they also will tell you, Paul Heyman included, he's more free because he's allowed to be him. When he was the big dog, that's what I'm saying. So we can't say he couldn't have did it.
He's got the clout now that he could say, "No, I ain't doing this."
Yes.
Well, yeah,
he's got. Yeah, but before he didn't say no, and he literally, if you watched what was the A&E documentaries that they were doing, he had a great 2-hour documentary. He said it himself, like I had to learn how to be an asshole and how to say no. Like his brother, God rest his soul, told him to be the best in this business, you got to be an asshole.
Yep.
And that's what he did, and that's why you have Joe where he is right now.
All right, but I said all I said to say Seth got to stop complaining because Seth's been handed everything.
Okay.
Seth's been handed everything since the moment he put the chair in Roman's back. He's been handed everything.
And he's been handed everything, and so has Roman. And
yes, I'm not declining that Roman. I'm not declining that, and we all know this. They said Roman's gonna put food on our tables for the next decade.
Oh, absolutely.
But Seth's been handed everything too. So if me and Sirius are in an argument and we both got the same opportunities and we're given the same exact things, and Sirius make it further than me, I can't look at Sirius and be like, "Oh, this was all made for you. This was yours."
I don't know that I can agree with that. Because how long did Roman keep the title?
4 years.
And how's the longest that Seth has held the title?
Without getting hurt?
Without getting hurt.
This not our fault. He can't stay healthy.
Well, but that's he's a victim of his.
Roman never really defended that thing anyway.
Leaves and comes and goes. So if he's not feeling well, he leaves for a few months and comes back. And so if you talk about time on TV and time off, they're kind of the same in a lot of respects. Because Seth gets hurt and leaves, and Joe needs a break and leaves, which is fair for both of them. So you can't talk about time because neither one of them have been super full time for a while.
I'm killing your argument right here. I'm gonna kill your argument right here.
Ready?
He had the title for 4 years. What happened to the WWE in that 4 years on his back? What happened to the company?
Agreed.
On his back. It didn't happen when Seth had the title. Seth didn't do it wrong.
Okay, I'm gonna kill your argument. They didn't put the strap on Seth's back for 4 years. That's the difference. Is they did, and Roman flourished, and I agree with that. But you're saying that if you guys had the same opportunities, Seth didn't have the same opportunity as Roman. They put the belt on Roman and kept it on Roman for 4 years, and he flourished. But they've never done that with Seth. So you can't say they have the same opportunity.
Yeah, they put it on Seth and find somebody to take it off of, right, Stace? They put it on. They gave it to Brock Lesnar.
What was
they would give it to Kofi Kingston or Big E or whoever.
Yep.
Are we having revisionist history? What the hell was the point of the heist of the century? To give Seth the title.
Yeah, of course.
At the moment. I tell you, it's to give Seth the moment.
If Seth was drawn as champion, he would have kept that title for a while. He was not the guy.
Oh, of course. We know that. We know that. Right. That's why it was a heist. You know what I mean? Like, we understand that.
Right.
But listen.
I was with you all the way until that point. You can't say that they consistently have the same opportunity.
Okay.
It's just not it.
You're right. They didn't create a whole championship for Roman Reigns. They created a whole championship for Seth Rollins. The championship that was not over until Roman got it. What's the number one title in the WWE right now?
Any title that Roman Reigns has.
What
And
was
we've
the number
already
one
agreed
title?
with you.
What was the number? But what I'm saying is, what was the number one title when Seth was World Heavyweight Champion? And when
Whatever
Cody was
title
WWE
Roman
champion?
Reigns had.
No. Roman didn't have a
Absolutely.
title. When Seth was World Heavyweight Champion,
It was the one. It
Cody-
was the one Cody had.
thank you.
Because
My
that's what
point
they wanted.
exactly.
Because Cody took it from Roman,
Correct.
which was the whole point.
Exactly.
The point is, if Seth,
I mean, that's
if
just
Seth
the way
is the guy-
creative has made it.
I'm not gonna argue with y'all about creative because I agree with y'all about creative.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna argue
mean,
with y'all on that.
That's it.
Seth,
That's creative.
Seth Rollins has got every opportunity Roman got. Everyone.
And I will tell you, I
Not
think
every,
that's
not
why
everyone,
they did.
not everyone.
I think that's why they did hitch Heyman to Seth last year,
Yes.
so that they could get the same thing into him. Because to your point, we've been talking about this, y'all. I've been standing on this for years. I feel like 100 years. Roman's going to retire. Cody's going to retire. Where are we ever going to see Randy again? Where's he at? Are we ever going to see KO again? Like, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. CM Punk is old. So they were hoping for Seth to be part of that
Seth
next
wasn't chicken either.
super duper whatever. But then
Seth gonna be gone before Roman.
Yeah.
Seth hurt a leg. Seth hurt an arm. Seth hurt a back. Like, Seth is constantly hurt.
Becky tried
So
to get
they're
knocked up.
strapping the wagon to him, and they
Becky want
can't.
another baby.
Becky-
Becky's
I wouldn't be surprised if Becky's not pregnant and she's not coming back.
baby.
I mean, that's
I'll tell
another
you.
story, but I would
I'll
not
tell
be
you.
surprised because she said that recently more than once that they wanted to have another kid. They just started their coffee company. I would not be surprised if they're holding on to that and we find out that she's also on maternity leave. But that's another
Well-
story. So
Well,
the
Seth-
reality
Seth-
is I
Seth-
think that they've tried to give Seth that same opportunity that they did with Roman forever. And then he keeps getting hurt.
You made my point. You made my point.
Yeah.
They've every opportunity Roman's ever got, Seth got. Hell, Seth was champion before Roman.
Of course. I mean, but I don't think he's gotten the same level of opportunity. Roman's Roman.
No,
Like,
no.
yeah.
When Roman got when he became the tribal chief and the bloodline took off, they
Mhm.
kept the title on Roman for one reason and one reason only. He was carrying the company on his back. The numbers said it. If Seth could pull that off, Seth would have had a long title reign. He can't pull that off.
He keeps getting hurt.
Even if he don't. When the vision was hot and nobody was injured, we still were coming on here like, damn, I'm tired of seeing the same promo every week. So even when they
clearly we weren't that sad because they were dominating the last half an hour every single week.
and we every week said, damn, they do the same thing every week.
You and I were like, "Rrr," but
Yeah.
I mean, clearly it was
The
working.
only reason people, not us, but the only reason people are having revisionist history about how great the vision was is because the vision is ass right now. That's the only reason. Why are you making that face, serious? You agree with everything I'm saying and it hurts your feelings.
My bad, I was reading the text message. My bad. Yeah,
Look,
that's it. I hate agreeing with you. Makes me sick.
it is what it is, man. I'm right. Stacy don't want to admit it tonight for some reason, but I'm right. Kobe got every opportunity that Joe got. And then and when I say that, when I say that though, I started this off by saying creatively, that man ain't had to overcome the stuff Roman had to overcome. Creatively, take injuries out of it, take title reigns out of it. Creatively, he's been the top dog basically since Triple H has been in somewhat charge. The night he put that chair in Roman's back, he's literally been at the top of the card ever since.
but not been the main guy. And there's a difference between top of the card and the main guy.
Roman was only the main guy from 2020 on.
I mean, that's 6 years.
What's 6 years into that, bro?
What happened before? Wait, what happened before 2020? He was Universal Champ.
Correct.
No, he literally had that title for one night. He won the title and gave it up the next night.
He was main event. How many main events of WrestleMania has he main evented?
Dude,
Corey,
he's got the record. He's got the record.
How many main events has he main evented
before 2020?
Just in total.
I said he got the record. You're not hearing me?
Well, how many?
I don't know. I just know he got the record.
Isn't it 11, 12? 11 or 12, something like that? Okay. So has there been more than 11 or 12 WrestleMania since 2020?
2020.
Has there been more than? Let
me count them out because hey,
it's
look,
11. I'm looking at it now. It's 11.
No, it's 11. It's 11.
Listen, because I don't want to belabor this. I'm being an asshole. There's been more main events.
We're gonna belabor this shit.
No. I'm asking you. I'm asking you questions to be an asshole. No. What I'm telling you is he hasn't been. Yeah. He's been the guy before 2020. He's been the guy before 2020. Let's be fair. He's main evented 11 WrestleManias. There's been more than 11 WrestleManias.
But that's not the top guy because he was getting his ass whooped by Brock Lesnar every year.
He's still main eventing WrestleManias.
That's not the main guy.
Brock was in and out. Brock wasn't the main guy. Brock was in and out. I don't count him. I never did. I never
don't count him, but he was beating Roman in Manias.
If
you win the main event of WrestleMania, you are the guy.
You know what?
They know you know what?
Fine.
Yeah, I know. Fine.
If he wasn't making the money though, he wasn't making the company money.
I don't think nobody was making the company money back then.
Exactly.
None of them was making the company money.
More of the story is we love this main event. I really love what Seth and Roman are doing. Seth, you can say whatever you want about Seth. I tend to agree with you, but this is made for TV. There's just cinema to this. It's absolute cinema. And Chad Gable's going to be the IC champ. So
made the title not mean a damn thing.
In his hometown, in Minnesota, he's gonna win the IC belt, and you're gonna love it. You're gonna acknowledge him, bitch.
I'm not even gonna
make controversial for acknowledge Chad Gable. That's what
it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. Plausible deniability. I'm not even watching the match.
You stop it. All right, listen. I'm gonna get you out of here in like less than 5 minutes.
We're not gonna talk about Saturday night's main event.
Oh, shit.
Can you let me finish? Can you let me? You know what? Listen, you don't cut me up. Listen. I'm gonna get you out of here in less than 5 minutes, but I want to get your opinions on Saturday night main event. You're like my wife. Like that's why I love you, Stacy, because you're just like my wife. You don't let me finish a coherent thought. You just cut me off. Well, what the hell do you mean? Let me cook. I'm segueing. That's how you do this thing. That's how you do it, son. Stacy, Saturday night's main event. You don't have to go match by match.
We don't even know who the matches are.
I have to look it up. That's why I'm letting Stacy go. I'm letting Stacy go first because I don't know the whole.
I know one match.
I'm gonna laugh because this is exactly what Corey and I said before you got in. Before we started, was like I don't even know. I'm like Danhausen and JD McDonough, like the chick tag that I just need them to strap the belt so the Paige and Brie go away.
Somebody put up a promo with JD's head like so big on the promo. That's the only thing I'm looking forward to. Oh my god! All right, so here's the card. Roman Reigns is gonna bring out Jalen Brunson. They're gonna acknowledge the Knicks. Nice. So that's one.
I wonder if Rishka Hargitay is gonna be there.
I need Halliburton to come in and do something. Just
that'd be so funny.
He better not. He better not.
Because he's twice the man he used to be, and he's trying not to be about stuff right now. Shingles is kicking his butt.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I had it.
Shingles is no good for him. No good.
Look, for who? Halliburton?
Halliburton.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what Halliburton. No, I'm saying.
Watch your mouth.
Hey, look, I'm gonna say this. I know you handed it over to Stacy, but I'm gonna steal this real quick. Saturday night's main event. The only thing that's gonna matter is LA Knight. Who's in the tag match with
LA Knight, Royce Keys?
That's SummerSlam.
That's SummerSlam.
Oh, stop!
I'm talking about the Cody and Punk. The Cody and Punk.
Cody Punk versus Gunther
Yeah,
And
Cody
Sami
Punk
Zayn,
and Sami Zayn.
Sami Zayn.
Sami Zayn gets the dub. Something's gonna happen. I'm not saying somebody's gonna full-fledged turn heel, but somebody gonna call somebody or beat somebody up on the Cody Punk side because they have to do something to sell some tickets both nights. Because don't nobody give a damn because the prices is too high. Something big
Pat
is gonna
McAfee
happen.
coming back. You didn't see that?
Huh?
Pat McAfee coming back. You didn't see that?
Jelly Roll too. Did you see that one?
Jelly Roll coming back to Jelly Jam. Jelly Jam.
Yeah, villain. It's all over the place today. They
Jelly
trying to
Jam.
bring both of them back. But give a damn about no damn Jelly Roll. Look, something big gonna happen between Punk and Cody. And I'm gonna say it now. I don't know what it is, but it's gonna be big enough for us to be like, damn, we should do a show real quick.
Okay, so here we go. The tag match: Punk and Cody versus Gunther and Sami Zayn. We got the women's tag team championship: Paige and Brie Bella versus Fatal Influence. If Fatal Influence does not walk out of here with those belts, we riot. I will make a show. I will make a show last minute, do it by myself, and crash out if they don't win the goddamn belt.
Fatal Influence by the end of SummerSlam will have all the gold.
All right, I'm good. I'm with that. But if Fatal Influence don't get it started on Saturday night, I'm gonna be really pissed.
Unless they're gonna do something stupid, and they're gonna give us that as a 2.0, and that's gonna be the
we do got Lyra versus Bailey.
We got Bailey Cakes versus Bird Lady Lyra, who's I saw somebody hating on Lyra and her heel turn. Like I'm digging it. I like it. So I mean, I wish she didn't look like the girl. She almost looks like the chick from Wyatt Six.
She looks like the
that's what I kept saying.
90s movie that you saw the chick that came through the TV and crawled out at you like
the ring,
and then you die. That's who she is.
That's who she looks like. But listen, I wish they didn't do that with her look. I just wish they made her heel. But I like her heel. I think it's better for her. So I mean, she was getting over as a face, but I like it either way. Yeah. And Bailey. Oh.
Jeez.
Bailey's not going to be on another PLE. They're hiding on Saturday. Yep. They're putting on Saturday main event because they're not going to give her any SummerSlam time.
Go to AEW with Mercedes. Just go. They are doing you dirty. Roll out, shorty.
Yep. Because you know that's why she's on Saturday Night Main Event, because they're not going to give her the time again on another pillar PLE. They're hiding her again.
What I'm hearing though is that ESPN wants more matches on their PLEs, so we'll see if they can fit her in. But
they could do Lyra versus Bailey round 2 at SummerSlam.
They could. I hope they do, but I doubt they would.
Hold on.
Yep.
To do that, you need to, because of how she looks right now, you need to put Tatum Paxley. That's her name, right? Put her with Lyra. Pull the trigger. Just because, based off her look alone, right now.
First of all, Tatum is.
I like her.
I like her. I rock with her. Listen, there is too much talent in NXT. If you didn't see Lola Vice get the pin last night,
I saw the memes of it.
My man Travis had me hurt, man. Shout out to Wicked Bitter, man. My man Travis had me hurt.
Shout out to Damian Priest for
Priest.
Who, by the way, is absolutely again
winning
AAA.
Yeah, he's doing good at AAA too.
I like that.
Dude, I like that for him. But like, dude, if you did not see Lola Vice's pin, the 1, the 2,
I'm sitting here trying to do a show.
I'm trying to do a show last night, and I'm like, serious Lola Vice, Lord have mercy. What we talking about? Home run derby? I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. Listen, no, and then you got Danhausen versus JD in a DQ match. So that'll be interesting to see what kind of reception Danhausen gets in New York. I'm sure that'll segue into Roman and Jalen Brunson at some level. But I mean, the card itself, meh. Saturday Night Main Event, meh. But
what I tell you a month ago.
The only thing I care about, Corey, Fatal Influence better get out of here with the belts. I've been done with Brie Bella. I don't have anything against Paige. Brie Bella is the reason why nobody cares about Paige. I challenge you.
I said it in the chat, man. I think Paige needs a singles run. I really do.
Yeah.
See, we
Yeah,
different
pull the
because
trigger.
you said that's the only thing you care about, and that's one I don't care about because I'm so confident that them girls gonna leave with that title that I'm not even thinking about it. The only thing I'm worried about, not worried about, but I'm looking forward to is what the hell happens with Punk and Cody. You gotta do something.
Yeah, something's gonna happen. I just like that on SmackDown. It's like, how's your eye? Because that was exactly what Punk did to him after WrestleMania. I did like that. So
do you think real quick, since you brought that up, do you think creative was smart enough to plant the you never know when a championship opportunity is gonna fall out of the sky? Do you think they were smart enough to plant that months ago?
Yeah.
Okay.
Triple H.
I thought so. I thought so, and then I was like, nah, I can't give creative that credit. Because
he's a long-term guy. He's a long-term guy. Triple H is a long-term storyteller. TKO makes him hurry up things. So, listen, I'm Saturday Night Main Event. If you watch it, enjoy it. I'm gonna have a little bit of fun with it. I just want Fatal Influence. I love Laney. I love Fallon. And JC Jane, give her the belt. So I'm all about that. And then we'll see what happens and heading into SmackDown on Friday and then Saturday Night Main Event. And then it is SummerSlam season. A lot of matches getting announced. The one thing I do agree with, somebody else, a creator said it out there, and I'll let you guys go after this. The poster for SummerSlam is boring. Remember we used to have fun posters for SummerSlam? Remember?
Do you know why it's boring? Because we don't have enough that we know what's going on for SummerSlam.
There's 6 confirmed matches. There's 6.
Yeah.
But it's not even that. It's like you used to have John Cena jumping in a pool. Yeah, you used to have some fun posters. Like when I worked at WWE, dude, the best thing about the pay-per-views was the posters that came out. Like you had some sick posters that used to come out. Like the creative department used to be right across the hall, and they used to come up with some great ideas. There are posters for certain PLEs that you have never seen that they used to have. It needs to have every poster on the third floor, the third and the fourth floor that used to be all around the building. You used to see all the pay-per-view posters in a frame around the building, and like you could be like, I love that one. I remember that one. Randy had a dope one. John had a dope one. Edge had a really good one. I think it was for Vengeance. He had a really good poster. Like they used to have some dope posters, and like no, this is just so. The only thing inspired is the Vikings colors. Really. So that's just me.
I mean, if you think about it, though, at the minimum, we only have 60% of our matches at minimum. So we need at least 4 matches, and we have 17 days. 17 days and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shows in total, and 17 days. And we still don't know. At minimum, we still need 4 matches, but we really probably need 6 matches.
Well, I think we need 12 matches. 6.
I know, but we have 6. We need 6 more.
6 more.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
At the very minimum, we get 4 more, and we do 5 and 5.
You screwed up a couple matches by having a 6-man tag. You could split that up.
Yep.
You could have, but I think there's more meat on the bone. I think they haven't announced Jade and Charlotte yet. They haven't announced what they're going to do with the women's title. We don't know what they're going to do with that.
I think that might if they don't give it to JC, that might fall into the Charlotte Jade match.
Yeah, it might. But that's 2. That's 1 in a possible 2 that they haven't announced that we
Tiffany and Chelsea are going. Blake Monroe's going to do something.
Yeah.
But we got it. We're probably going to have Trick in Trick. Well, Baron Corbin. You might have Baron Corbin come back and get the U.S. title. You never know.
Yo, it was crazy the pop he got.
Dude, I forgot to message you that I had heard a rumor that he was coming back, and it totally slipped my mind. Yeah, it totally slipped my mind. And then when I saw him, I was like, "Holy!" I was like,
I put it in the chat like 2-3 weeks ago, but you don't be.
Yeah. But then like I'm like, oh my god! They don't read
what we put in there, Corey.
Nope, they got the nerve to repost the shit we be posting.
Right?
The stuff.
You know what? It's been a great show, Corey. Corey, don't even worry about it. Anyway, I'm kidding. Nah, listen, I love messing with Corey. But listen, enjoy the shows. Enjoy Saturday Night Main Event. We might do something. You never know. We might do something.
Yeah.
Corey might be able to talk me into something. So we'll see.
Oh, no, go ahead.
No,
I have to.
That was part of my outro. Be on the lookout because you might hear from us Saturday.
You might hear from us Saturday, so it might be a hit and run. You never even know. So, you know what? I'm gonna make an executive decision.
Don't announce nothing yet because if that show is ass, I ain't gonna be here.
But I want to see if it is ass. I want to see you on the show just so you can crash out Corey. I'll pay to see that. I'll pay to see that for a half hour. Just like,
see, if they don't give the belts to Fatal Influence, we need to get on here to see you three absolutely losing your mind.
It's going to be insane.
Do another week of Brie Bella with the belt. I can't do it anymore.
That would be 13 days.
Villain, I'm getting ready to crush all that right now. This is how I'm gonna get out of here.
Yeah,
Nikki Bella might cost Fatal Influence that title and keep it with the Bellas. Because Nikki's not hurt no more.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about Nikki.
She has been on her little tour with her family.
Nikki is not hurt no more.
They
might walk out with some twin magic and get the titles.
Which is terrible because then that means you've got them versus Fatal Influence, a 3-3. And then that'll be our stupid, terrible match at SummerSlam is the 3-3.
That's what's going to happen.
Yep.
If I see Nikki Bella roll out from underneath the ring and help them win that belt, I'm gonna schedule a show and I'm gonna be so pissed. You have no idea.
I'm gonna be coming to you.
So what you're saying is we're gonna see all of us here Saturday night because that's exactly what's gonna happen.
Yeah, exactly. If I get a 6-woman tag with the Bellas and Brie versus Fatal Influence. Oh, hell's gonna break loose.
We're not getting a title change.
Because we're not gonna get the title that we want on JC.
Because why are they gonna do a title change on Saturday Night Main Event when we're 2 weeks away from SummerSlam?
Well, they did it with the Profits, right? Didn't they win that?
And then look what happened with that.
Hold on, no, villain. We're not thinking about this right. Saturday night's main event, they want you to feel good because it's on NBC and it's prime time and it's national TV.
It's on Peacock.
It's always Bubbles and Sunshine.
But it's always
Brie and Paige are beloved. So Nikki comes out and they're like, yep.
Oh man, we gonna get a 6-woman tag.
There we go. Clock it.
Yeah.
That's it. I don't want to play anymore. I don't want to play anymore.
That's okay. So Aaron, add that to the list. So we've got 7 matches for SummerSlam.
I'll remove. I'll remove my damn song. I'm like, I can't even do this no more. Listen, I had so much fun. I love doing the show with you guys. Corey, give us a plug and close to get us out of here, man.
Hey, look, we appreciate y'all watching. Y'all see our sponsor. Go check Pro Meat out. Check the website out. Get all your NFL, your WWE, get all your merch. Be on the lookout Saturday because I got a feeling villain will crash out. Until then, I'll see y'all later. Peace.
Just
all right. Oh God. Stace, you know what to do, Queen.
I mean, another great night, y'all. It's always our best night talking WWE to get ready for Saturday Night Main Event, which is going to be the 6-man tag going into SummerSlam. Clock it. It's going to happen. Get your merch. Listen, it's 2 weeks. You got 17 days to order your stuff through our website. Go to executivesview.com. Hit Fanatics, hit the WWE stuff, get your merch so you got it to go for SummerSlam. It's time to get it so you get it before the show. Do what you got to do. You know you need it. I mean, I'm going to put my order in tomorrow so I've got my stuff ready for SummerSlam.
There you go. There you go. All right, Queen. Thank you. And she looked good in that shirt too. Lord have mercy.
Yes, she did. Yes, she did.
Yes. Anything with the OTC always makes anybody look good. It make me look good too. Serious, you know what to do, my brother.
Yo, man, tardy to the party, but never tardy, man. It's your boy Serious repping that 412 and the 703, man. Such a privilege. And I feel pleasure doing this show with these gentlemen and Miss Stacy on tonight, man. As everybody alluded to, man, Special shout out to our sponsor, ProMe. Again, use our Susus code Executive2026. Get 15% off your entire order, man. Definitely give them a follow, give them a check out, man. They got all types of stuff over there, man. Just get to the blogs, get to our website, the blogs, the merchandise. We got a lot of stuff coming down the pike. I'm pretty sure we'll be back in here on Saturday. Just Dad, I love you. This is not the show for you to watch. You know what I'm saying? Pastor, Mama Jordan, Preacher Williams. This is not going to be the show for y'all to watch. You feel me? It's going to be a lot of stuff going on, man. With that being said, God is good, even though sometimes people are not, man. Catch you guys on the next
one. Yes, listen, you're doing a great job, man. Listen, shout out to our sponsor, ProMe. You can see them right here. Our sponsor, ProMe. Get to the website. Listen, they have so much great stuff that you can get on their website. If you don't know, listen, they can help you upgrade your sleep game. All right. They have silk pillowcases, bedding, comforters, anything you can think of. It's a total game changer, not only for your skin, but for your sleep. And it's just a luxurious night for you. So head over to ProMe, use our exclusive code, Executive 2026. Grab it at discount, get 15% off that order. Thank you for everybody for joining our show. Stace, the Queen, Controversial Corey, Sirius in the building. We appreciate everybody. Listen, the ring is broken down. Everybody's filed out of the building. Popcorn bags are all over the floor. All the equipment's packed up into the Danhausen trucks. They're headed to MSG as we speak. Listen, if you don't have a neighborhood villain, support your neighborhood villain anyway. You got the best one right here. We're doing big things. Shout out to everybody in the Executives View and everybody rocking with us. We'll see you next time. Okay.